Alright everybody, hello and welcome. As always, I'm Sean, this uneducated gamer playing Football Manager 2015, Season 1, Episode 4 are we up to? Is that what we're up to? Anyway, not a lot has happened actually since the last episode, which was that double header against Bidford or however you pronounce that, in the FA Cup. We actually haven't been in that great a form, if I'm being honest with you. We went on to win our next two games against Hemel Hempstead in the league, which was a pretty good match if I'm honest. It was 1-1 for the longest time, and then thankfully we managed to get Jordan Robinson put us ahead in the 81st minute and Daniel Roberts with a goal in stoppage time to kind of cushion that one. He got himself the Man of the Match award. It was a very tight game. Zane Banton, who we have spoken about before, who is literally the Theo Walcott of Conference South, he just kept getting in behind us. It was really frustrating. Thankfully, he put a lot of his shots over the bar and stuff, but the one that he got, their equaliser in the 47th minute, was exactly as you'd expect, a long ball forward, and he managed to get in behind and finish. 16 shots, only 5 on target, kind of pathetic if you'd be honest, but we managed to have more of the ball away from home, which is always good. Next game out was against Lewes in the FA Cup. We played a largely rotated team. Callum McNaughton came in for his first game of the season. Paul Rogers made what must have been his second or third appearance for the year. Amenku got 90 minutes and a bunch of other players as well. Managed to get a really good 4-0 victory there. Made some subs towards the end. Adamola, Robertson and Anderson all came on with half an hour to go, and they were all involved in goals. I think Adamola got himself an assist and a goal. Mitch Pinnock got his first goal for the season. Jordan Robertson as well, getting amongst the scorers. The goals have dropped off a little bit for Adam Birchall, but he did get one in that game. And then after that, our form just took a dramatic nosedive. I'm not sure what happened in the week between Lewes and Gosport. Sam Sodgy came to me and said, I want to be playing more. And I said, okay, fair enough. You haven't had much game time. I'll give you a run out. And he was fucking pathetic in this game. 3-0 loss to Gosport. Really hard one to explain. We had more of the ball. We had more shots. We just didn't really get them on target. We just kept blazing everything over that we got. We would have had probably a dozen highlights in this game, I think. And to be fair, they actually scored some crackers, which we'll go and have a look at now. So even though we lost 3-0, it was really even 3-0. Long ball forward here from Ashmore. Comes inside to Ramsey, plays it out left to Gosney. There's a pretty good saving tackle here from Sadu, but it falls to Pote. Finds Patterson in the middle, and that's a good first time finish on his wrong foot. His volley is a 3. So, it makes sense that he would put that one away at the first time of asking. Prestige with a long ball forward now. It's headed away. Here comes Gosney on the rebound. Plays it forward to Patterson. Good tackle again from Anderson. It just falls to one of their players. It's in the 40th minute. Gosney squares it up to Carter. Inside to Ramsey. Gosney with the cross, and Patterson's there to finish again. Solid counter-attack from them. And this is after a period of sustained pressure for us, like a really long period. Brown plays it forward to Anderson now, comes inside to Bangura, to Prestige, to Roberts. Long ball forward, it's cut out by Forbes. Smith with the ball forward to Patterson, who's on a hat-trick at this stage. Ramsey plays it forward to him again. Square to Smith, ball out wide to Sayers. He crosses and it's deflected, and then Smith picks it up from the corner of the 18-yard box and smashes that one into the top corner. And that was kind of it. That was 50 minutes, and then we put them under pressure again and again. And I think this highlight here just sort of sums up exactly how our game went, if it is the one that I'm thinking of. Here you go. Roberts wins the ball. This sums up the game for us. Through on goal, and he just puts it over for no reason. And look, to be honest with you, that was going to happen at some point. I think it's just the manner of the 3-0 defeat is probably the most disappointing part of it. But whatever, we were never going to go the season undefeated. Then in the next game, a 1-1 draw with Whitehawk. We were the better side by a long way in this game. Adam Birchall actually put us up in the first minute. We had more of the ball. We had good shots and good chances during the course of the game. They really only had one highlight, and they happened to score from it. And then frantically, the game got a little bit chaotic towards the end of the game. So scrappy play here. Nielsen whips a corner in. Anderson lets Mills run at the back. They've got 3 or 4 chances to get it in there, and thankfully they just don't do anything with it. And we're going to come and counter-attack now. And I think is this the one where Dennis gets through? I think it might be. Guyanet looks for a long ball forward. Brown terrifies me by coming out of his goal and playing it along his box, but Anderson with a punt over the field. Dennis gets through here, hits the post, and then for the rebound just inexplicably kicks it into the defender. He had an entire open goal to aim at. It was so frustrating, but that ended up being a 1-1 draw as well. Don't get me wrong, Whitehawk are a good team, but it's just disappointing that we've had 3 games without a win. And then the last time out, we played Weldstone, who currently find themselves second in the league. And this was in the FA Cup, so I played a largely weakened squad. Most of the reserve players got a run out in this one, and most of them got 90 minutes, to be fair. And they went 2-0 up at half-time. I fired a rocket at half-time, unleashed the hairdryer on them. Reece Prestage did pull one back. He played half a game, and Daniel Roberts played half a game just to keep them fit for this next game out. I'm glad that we're getting to put this one on the actual... I'm glad I'm getting to live stream this one, because it is us going up against one of our rival clubs. Where are we? Sutton United, so they are one of our other rivals, and it's good that this one comes for the last game of the month, because I get to do it as a live coverage. We haven't had many league games in this particular month. We are still sitting on top of the division, but you can see that 6-point gap we had at the end of the last episode is now only 4, and Weldstone have managed to climb above the chasing pack. Ebbsfleet really turned their results around since they beat us a couple of weeks back, but you can see there is some distance starting to come between the middle of the table sides and the ones at the top. We do still have a game in hand. We do still have a game on anyone, even if we do lose this one. However, I want to win as many as possible, and considering that this is a pretty important game for the fans and everything, you'd want the team to do well. And thankfully, we have actually had the opportunity to rest a few of our first team players from that last match. Sam Sodje, I did mention he and Mitch Pinnock have both come to me wanting more first team football. Mitch Pinnock definitely has. Sam Sodje hasn't, but they can get fucked, to be honest with you. When I play them, we don't win. So I'm going to just put out what I think is our best possible lineup, or what I think it has been thus far in the season with everyone's form and everything. The only real change you would say is that Adam Birchall probably is now our starting centre forward, whereas at the start of the season I really thought Jordan Robertson had that spot stitched up. But it's weird how form works. He's still leading the league in goals with 13 for the season, despite us not doing as well in the month of October. Where is our Bangura? There he is. He's been sitting on that yellow card ban for 3 or 4 games now, so he will miss out a match coming up soon once he does pick up that yellow. Let's check out what they've done with the bench here. Sodje can come off. We'll put McNaughton there. I'll get Waldron as cover for the 2 central midfield positions. Dennis to cover the 2 wing spots, and Jordan Robertson is injured. So who will we have there instead? I don't want to play Sodje or Pinnock, so I guess we'll just leave Rogers there for the time being. Yeah, Adam Ola can play up front if we need him to anyway. But important one, we're going to tell everyone to do it for the fans. Damien Scannell is actually a player that is a Bromley player. He's on loan at Sutton. His absence means nothing. Fuck him. We've got him marked to be released. Anyway, my decision is to drop Sam Sodje. He hasn't been at his best lately, and a spell out of the team would be good. A couple of players to watch out for in this team. Dan Fletcher, just one of those pain-in-the-ass players that always seems to score against me. Really good stamina and fitness, decent enough pace and acceleration, and finishing is the only technical stat that he has. So he's one to watch out for. Glenn Southam's a pretty good central midfielder for this level as well. 34, he's played at a higher division and everything. Started his career at Tottenham and then Fulham. So he's a good player. And Korea Gilbert, the ex-Arsenal right back, actually has first team appearances for Arsenal back in the day. Where are they? Somewhere. Yeah, 2 back in 2005, 2006. His career has just tailed off dramatically since then. But we want to do this one for the fans, so I'm going to go passionate. Let's give the fans something to cheer today. No one's responded particularly well, but really, after not winning in our last 3 games, I'd really love to get a decent victory here. And we haven't actually had the most exciting games for the live stream ones that I've done. Though I will show you in a second, I've pretty much played all the way through today. I haven't really taken a break or anything. I'm just playing on that same save from the start of the season. Sato with the ball over the top to Birchall. Can he bring someone else into play? Finds Cook now. And Cook has been tackled by Jamie Collins. I think it'll be Reece Prestage to take the penalty here. He's scored the first 2 that he's gotten. Oh no, it looks like Cook's going to take it. He hasn't scored much this season. Maybe it can be a bit of a catalyst for him to go on a scoring run. I'd love a bit more contribution from him. Oh, and he's hit the bar. God damn it. And Maguana puts it out for a corner, but maybe Prestige should have taken it. Robertson's unfortunately injured. Prestige with the corner in now. Slows in deep, but Howe holds well. So we've missed a penalty in the opening 5 minutes. To be fair, I don't really have anyone set up to be a corner, like a penalty or a free kick taker. I've just let it go and they automatically pick whoever's the best, I think. But apparently, Anthony Cook is not that great at him because pressure has gotten to him there and he's hit the post. Joe Anderson's picked up a knock. That's a bit of a concern. Something that we'll have to keep an eye on. Getting towards half time now. They haven't had any highlights, but we haven't had anything outside the penalty. Not the prettiest game in the world. Assertive. Pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. The false sense of security, I guess. I'll just tell them that they're doing well, and hopefully that relaxes them a little bit. They start playing a bit better. Sato with the ball now. I think this is just a kick-off highlight, but Robertson has played it forward to Birchall. And he's won the ball there. Nah, they clear only as far as Bangura. Comes to Roberts again, who has Adamola on the left. Cuts inside. A good challenge. Prestige to Bangura. Inside to Prestige to Roberts again. He's lost the ball to Cooper, and then they get it away. That was a very long highlight for a kick-off. Adamola with the corner in now. Everyone's gone up. I think it's fallen to Malaga. It's a tough angle to see from. Yes, it is. His first senior goal in the league. I think the last one he got was in the FA Cup. So good for him. Not a goal scorer, but you kind of expect if your centre-back is going to score, it'll be from a dead ball situation. I think Gilbert tried to clear it, and it hit Bygrave, then hit the deck, and Malaga has forced that one into the back of the net. I don't care. I'll take it. It's our first shot on target, so we haven't been the best in this game. Right, Binns with the free kick now. Played forward. Oh, Fletcher gets his foot to it, but thankfully puts that one wide and to the left. Adam Birchall's picked up a knock. Cook with a free kick now. He's got it on target. It's fallen to Adamola. He gets his strike on goal. And is that Roberts? It is. His 6th goal of the season. Let's make some subs now. All right. Birchall's picked up a knock, so I might push Adamola up front and bring on Louis Dennis. Cook isn't having the greatest game ever, but what can you do? Who can play left back? I don't think we really have anyone that can play left back. Paul Rogers, we might bring him on for Anderson. He seems to have picked up a knock as well, which is unfortunate. And I'll hold on to the last sub for the last 10 minutes. Make a difference. Assertive, make the difference. Okay, so Rogers has responded well. Good free kick here from Cook. How maybe could have held. Adamola gets a good strike on target. Just hits Cook. It's not quite a save. And Rogers is the first one to the rebound here, and he puts that away. Keeper doesn't even get down. It's taken way too long to react to that save. Looks like Birchall and Anderson have both picked up injuries. That's not good. We've got a few people down at the moment. Binns with the corner in, or the free kick in, and White thankfully puts that header away, but Fletcher was offside anyway. Cleared away now, but only as far as Prestige. Played forward towards Adamola. Oh, good. Not even a save from the keeper. He's just put it on target, and the keeper's gotten in the way more than anything. But we're 2-0 to the good. I shouldn't be complaining too much. Okay, getting towards the last 20 minutes now. Looks like I've got a throw in here. Rogers to Tate. Nods to Bangura. Finds a cross for Cook. Cook winds up, but nothing doing. Dennis with the ball now. Rogers with the ball across. It's punted long upfield towards Malaga. And that's that. I didn't think that was really a highlight. I was waiting for the highlight to come. Maybe a Cook shot. Maybe that's what they were talking about. Rogers with a throw in here. Finds Bangura inside. Played out wide to Dennis. To Prestige now. He's been sitting on a yellow card for about 70 minutes. Dennis squares it up to that man Prestige, who's lost the ball to Wellard. Played forward to White. They've looked for Fletcher in behind. Holland punts a long ball forward. Adamola loses out to the header. Prestige with the first time ball out wide to Cook. Can he find the finish? It's hit the post, and Howe has caught the rebound. It wasn't a powerful strike, but he's had a good game, actually. He was injured for a while there. He twisted his ankle. He was out for about 6 weeks. Since he's come back into the side, though, he does seem to be playing pretty well, which is good. Ball forward to Adamola. Good strike, and Howe watches that one whistle past his post. Oh, he saved it, apparently. Cook with the corner in now. And Howe comes out and claims well. I'd love another goal here. 3-0 margin would be excellent for our fans in this rival game. 2 minutes to be added on. Do we have another one in us? I do have another sub up my sleeve, but I'm not going to waste it. I don't think there's really much of a point, to be fair. That should be it. Roberts with a strike from a free kick, and the referee will blow full time sometime soon. Bangura's picked up a yellow, so it looks like he'll miss the next game, and the referee calls full time. Good win. Assertive. I'm just going to say good win, boys. Well done. No need to get down on him. Kevin Malaga gets man of the match. Nigel Sadu was very good in that game as well. And Daniel Roberts with the other goal. 7.7 from him. Let's see what's going on in the rest of the league. Looks like the points gap have stayed pretty much the same. Adam Birchall, unfortunately, is going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks, which is very disappointing. We don't have a conventional striker fit at the moment because Robertson's out for a little while as well. I agree it was a clear penalty. Disgusted with them. Fuck Paul Doswell. He's our rival manager. I don't care if he likes me or not. Has to be a crackdown on him. We're going to Farnborough in the FA Trophy. That's fine. I don't really worry about that. Would have liked home tie, but Farnborough are a good team. We never stop looking at ways to improve the team. Pleasing victory, and it's against our rivals, and Kevin Malaga was very good. A lot of those post-match press conferences, they're very repetitive. You do 100 of them throughout the course of a year, so I just flew through that a little bit. If you want to check out my responses, you can. You can slow that one down and pause it and have a look exactly what I've done. I just stay calm the whole time. But let's have a bit of a review of where we're doing. 14 games into the season, 10 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. It's still really, really good, but when you consider that 4 games ago we were 8 wins, 1-1, it's probably not the best little patch of form that we're in. But like I said, I didn't expect to start the season that well, so to be sitting top at this point of the year is pretty awesome. And of course, I don't usually start to hit top form until we get towards the Christmas period. And, you can see here, they're already used to the formation and everything. So I think it's going well. The longer we stay on top, the longer teams are going to learn how to play against us. And that's something that we'll have to keep an eye on as we go forward. You can see Zane Banton, we spoke about him at the start of the season, just a pain in the arse, just gets him behind. He's just quick and he can't even really finish that well, but somehow he's continuing to do it and really dragging Hammer Homestead up to 14th position all on his own. Al Bangura still leading the league in yellow cards. They are the 2 players from our team that are involved in the leading stats. What else we got? Distance covered, Roberts, Adamola and Sadu. So we've got some very hard-working players in the team, which is good to see. Daniel Roberts had more key passes than anybody else in the competition, which is excellent. He's been awesome in that Trek Ortista role, which isn't one that I've really used that often, but that's fine. What can you do? Same man might be one that we have to keep an eye on towards the end of the season. His contract is up at Luton at the end of the year. He's on £200 a week. So he might be someone that we keep an eye on. Still only 18. Just bundles of pace. And if you can get him, you can teach him how to finish. He could be a really good player, but we might just add him to the shortlist indefinitely. And who else? Who else do we want to have a look at? Harry Hickford is a really good 18-year-old defender. Really talented centre-back, good physically, good mentally, awesome technical attributes for someone who's only 18. He's an MK Dons player for the next year, but we might add him as well, just because maybe we can bring him on loan next season if we get promoted or something like that. I dare say they're going to want to keep him at some point, but what can you do? What can you do, eh? Anyway, that brings an end to another episode. The next time I see you guys will be at the end of November, which is where we're up to now. I've got some important games coming up. First versus second in the next game out against Wealdstone. Boreham Wood are also a really talented team now, sitting 5th, though it is very few points separating those teams at the moment. The next game I'll see you guys for is the FA Trophy match against Farnborough at the end of this month. As always, though, I've been Sean, this uneducated gamer playing Football Manager 2015. I do hope you're enjoying the series so far. If you have any feedback, be it positive or negative, put it in the comment section below. I'll endeavour to respond to every individual comment and query that I get. And of course, chuck any links to your own YouTube content in the comment section as well. I will go out there and have a look at it. But more than anything, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate your views and I look forward to seeing you again in the next episode.